Hi, and well done for getting this far. It's great that you're all dedicated to your growth and learning more about panic and anxiety. I hope that you've learnt something up to this point from reading this free report. One of the things that you've come here and you click play on the videos because you want to find out a bit more about the ebook that I'm giving away free with Joe Barry's Panic Away. Now, this ebook is penultimately, they're really tools and techniques to help you speed up the process of your curing your anxiety and panic attacks. And I've been there, as you know, and I've used these, and I still use these techniques in my life today, and I keep refreshing on them and just reminding myself. So I'm just going to give you a little insight as to what the three processes are. The first process is power of using questions to direct our focus in the way that we want it to go, as opposed to getting stuck in certain patterns. Because what happens is, in our internal dialogue on a day-to-day basis, all we're doing is we're asking ourselves questions and then we're answering those questions. And it's like we've got two people in our minds answering those questions. And if you ask the wrong questions, or questions that make us feel disempowered, then quite often we get that very critical part of our mind answering the question. Whereas if you learn to ask the right questions, then what tends to happen is you get the part of our brain that's very supportive of who we are and moves us towards the solutions and makes us feel good. So part of what I talk about is just learning, becoming more conscious of the questions that we're asking ourselves on a day-to-day basis, and just basically finding out the questions that do empower us and make us move forward, and just becoming aware of the questions that disempower us. The second process is about patterns. It's about identifying specific patterns in your life. Now, when I say patterns, I mean kind of patterns of behaviour, because what we're doing on a day-to-day basis, we're living certain patterns of behaviour that we've learnt from when we were very young, and they can tend to disempower us, or they can empower us, and they can be successful patterns or they can be unsuccessful patterns. Unsuccessful patterns tend to take us around in a loop, and we tend not to be going anywhere, and it's quite easy to get stuck in those. But as soon as you become aware of them, this tool that I talk about here, this technique that I talk about, will help you to first identify the pattern, then to make a changing and to interrupt the pattern that you're having, and then to find a more empowering pattern that's going to make you improve your life and take you beyond the point. So just make you aware of the patterns that you're going through when you're having a panic and anxiety attack. Now, the third process is identifying emotions. Now, emotions basically drive our entire lives. Like we don't do what we think is right, we do what our emotions really tell us, and we sometimes do things, react to our emotions in ways that don't benefit us. Like, for example, what I realised is that some of the emotions that I had, I was actually running away from them, and that's not what they're there for. And that's what I talk about really in this process, is really identifying certain negative emotions that we feel on a day-to-day basis, and really acknowledging that they're messages to make a change. Because what I see with panic and anxiety, and I did it myself and it's not wrong, is that what we tend to do is we go round in vicious circles. And that's what happens when you've been suffering for 12 years. I mean, I see some people who have been suffering for that period of time, and you don't need to be. It's just that, you basically, you're going through certain patterns that you haven't become aware of, or maybe you've been blocking out. So basically, these three processes are really tools for life, as well as to speeding up the enhancing the one move technique. So this will kind of broaden your horizons and your focus. Once you've taken your focus off panic and anxiety, it will really start to focus on the things that you want to do. And it's amazing. I mean, I can't believe that some of the things that I'm doing now that I would have never dreamed of doing. And it's really rewarding when you start to move forward in that process. So I'm just going to say goodbye for now and really go for it. I hope that you invest in this program. I highly recommend Panic Away. It's an amazing program, and I think that my ebook is going to give you some incredible value as well. So go ahead and just carry on reading. There's a bit more to go. I've got another bonus for you. So you should hear about that further on down the page. And I'll speak to you soon, and send me an email, give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.